We got brave soldiers driving up and down the street, looking for a weekend today. Will it be you that gets pulled over for a broken down line? And then they blowing out your brains, and then they come across. Yo, look at the coons. Wow, because we're living the system of a white supremacy, of a white supremacy. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. We got buckets and samples with the top and shoes. Dancing for the biscuit brigade. Skinny and graded, thinking they're breathing, breaking out the bench, cause they ain't got no shape, they're coming coons. Ooh, and look at the coons. Wow, because we're living the system of a white supremacy, of a white supremacy. But look at the coons. Ooh, look at the coons. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. Because the cool train is coming, it's never late. You gotta watch your back, watch the people you hang around. Cause they'll throw them on TV, put a camera in their face. As long as they say that it's not about race, it's gonna be cool. Yo, look at the coons. Always cool, look at the coons. Excuse me, boss, you have a text message. Hotep family, this is your RBG brother, God Hollywood Jr., and coming to you to another exclusive video. And today's topic is still more Moorish lies. Now, as you can see, I got this chicken bucket hat wearing coon named Candyland Moors. But his real name is Cujo L. That's his name, Cujo L. And I want to address some things to him. I wanted to let the people, because I'm talking to the people right now. And he's seen my last video of me addressing his flaws, and he was highly pissed off. Now I'm going to show you what the things that he said when he saw my video. I'm going to show you what he said. Now, this is what he said
on the comment section. You bitch niggas wasn't talking shit when we went live. Homo ass niggas. You are bitch ass Nigger Nollywood, straight bitch, but we see you though. This is what these Moors say. This is the typical Moorish bullshit that they say when they lose when it comes down to knowledge. Now I look at this as a trophy. I look at this as a trophy for me, because he can't rebuttal anything that I said. And this is what he wrote to me. Now I want to let the people know that he complained that I made, and I was on with Brother Bakari, and he said something like, "Oh, you made a 3-hour video." Right? Peace, Brother Bakari. You know, you could come in any time when you're done. So, I want people to look at this. Look at the hatefulness that he said to me. Now, first of all, for one thing, and I want to say this to Cujo L, Mr. Canaanland, which is a fictional land. I don't know why you nickname yourself Canaanland, but I want to address this coon real quick, because first of all, for one thing, I didn't want to come on your show. I didn't want you to come on. I didn't want to come on your show. I don't come on religious people shows. Your program is for religious people. Okay? You begged me to come on your show. You begged me to come on your show like a groupie. I didn't want to come on your show. You begged me to come on your panel. And I told you that I'm not going to come on your panel to debate, because you said that you was going to explain to me that you was different from other Moors. You claimed that you was different from other Moors. That's what you said. So I said I was going to come on to your show just to listen what you had to say. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? But instead, you barely spoke. Instead, because you couldn't explain yourself, you had to get the traveling designer who claimed that he travels, Sheldon. You had to get your man, and he did all the talking for you. I thought it was going to be between me and you. Nothing. That was it. That's what I thought. But it's funny how you complain about I did over a 3-hour video. My video could have been much lesser than that, but I had another guest on it who wanted to express his thoughts. That's why I went over. But dude, you just did a damn near 4-hour video, over 4-hour video talking about nothing. You didn't rebuttal nothing. Okay, so I want people to look at this to show the hatefulness coming out these Moors. I want to show the people the evilness that come out these dirty Moors. But this goes against your teacher. Didn't your teacher says about you can't show hate but love? Let's look at what your teacher has said. Your prophet, the one that you follow. Let's look at what your teacher said, right? Now, your teacher, Noble Jew Ali, he preaches that, and he tell all his people that the derogatory labels such as black is described as derogatory, colored as it's described as derogatory. The word Negro is described as derogatory, but then you call me the Niggr, the same. You took that same word that you claim from the oppressor, that you claim that you being oppressed from. Look at this, Niggr, Niggr. That's the same thing you got from the oppressor. But that's supposed to be derogatory. That's derogatory. But I'm gonna tell you this though, dog. I bet you, because where I'm from, that's considered fighting words. And I bet you everything that you own, you will never say that in my face. I bet you everything you own, you could never say that in my face. Never. Never. So it's really, is everybody want to be a YouTube gangster, everybody want to be a YouTube thug, but they can never say those words because you're safe at home on your you're a keyboard warrior. I get it. But I bet you everything that you own, you could never say that in my face. But I take that as a trophy because you can't defeat my truth. Real knowledge. Because y'all motherfuckers, y'all do not like history. Y'all don't like logic, science. Y'all don't like none of that. None of that. Right? So what you're spewing hateful, but then you trying to claim that you want to unify the people. You claim the white man is the enemy. Right? And then you claim, you said, and I'm gonna play the video when you have said, oh, we're traitors and all this other stuff. And you saying that, and then you even called me out on the live feed. You even called me out when I was on your chat live. But you know what, dog? You lucky that I didn't want to come on your chat. When you was giving me, Brother Bakari, the link to come on. Because let me tell you something, if I had to come on your show, I'm not going to want to talk about all that stuff we talk about. I'm not trying to build with you. Trust me, dog. You're not going to say this to me and thinking that we're just going to build. No. Trust me, if I would have came on that chat, or if I would have came on that live with you, within seconds, you would have ended up bumping me right off. Because I would have got real disrespectful. Real disrespectful. I would have said the most dirtiest, meanest things on there. Trust me. And I would drag your whole family in it too. Because you're not gonna get away with this. But you claim you for your people. But Noble Ali said, don't spread hate, spread love. Didn't that's what your teacher said? So let's see what your teacher said. Let's see what your teacher said. Here we go. Jew Ali wrote the last 4 chapters of the Circle 7 Quran. Now he made up his own Quran. At least I can give y'all that. Y'all made up your own Quran. Y'all don't follow the Prophet Muhammad Quran, which is the pale-faced Arab, which I'm a little surprised. So he made up his own Quran called the Circle, which is a fake Quran, really. It's really a fake Quran. So you came up with your own fake Quran called the Circle 7 Quran. And what does it say? So he wrote, the fallen sons or daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love instead of hate. Need to learn to love instead of hate. But this is not love. This is love. Let me see. Is this love? That's not love. That's hate. So you don't even practice what you preach. You don't even practice what you preach, dog. So I'm going to play the video when you said that we're traitors. You said that we're traitors. And I'm going to show the people how nasty you really are. Because you're not the type of person I want to build with. You telling me I should have had you on my panel? No. If you would have came respectful, I would have had no problem having you on my panel. And I'm going to get to Sheldon next. Okay? So let's do, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to play you. Let me play you this video when he's disrespecting us on his live feed. Because I gotta do this. Okay, give me 1 second, because I gotta do this. I gotta play. I gotta play what he said. I'd rather show you than tell you. Okay, I think this is it. Where's that shit? I have it right here. Here we go. Let me screen share this. Because I really don't like people disrespecting me like this because they lost a debate or their lives been destroyed. So I'm going to play you this video what this moron has said. All right, so where was that at? That's I think this is it. All right, so I'm going to play you when he said that we was traitors. There we go. This is what listen to what he says. Listen to what he said to me and Brother Bakari.
The high education one can attain. So technically speaking, Dr. Ben is the only scholar.
You cut off there for a second, so you're gonna have to backtrack.
All right, and more.
So right at the beginning of the Dr. Ben part,
or this guy, or this guy, or the
Dr. Ben, you're gonna have to backtrack and share your screen again because you cut out.
Right after.
And by the way, they did a 4-hour video, over a 4-hour video talking about nothing. I even came on the chat and said, you haven't proved anything. You haven't proved anything. Okay? So they scrambling, trying to get things, and they all over the place. And you can hear it. Oh, well, do this and the video cut out. They don't know. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do because I destroyed them. I'm gonna destroy them. I don't. And trust me, this is not going to be a long video. It's not going to be a long video because I'm going to destroy you once and for all on this one.
Stop the introduction.
Yeah, no. Right when he's starting his the Bajan man is starting his introduction talking about Dr. Ben. Yeah. Just back it up to like who is Dr. Ben? They say who is Dr. Ben, and to go from there. But before you do that, I just wanted to comment on Brother Bakari. We're not trying to be disrespectful at all. We're just pointing out the inconsistencies in what Brother Nollywood was presenting, and how none of you guys pointed that out. Now, of course, you're online and you're supposed to side with your boy and all that stuff. But if he's going to say that we're using European sources and he doesn't like that, but then he's going to use a European video to prove his point, that's a contradiction. And that should be pointed out. That right there nullifies anything he has to say after that. Because he just, the same thing he's quote unquote dissing us about, he's doing the same thing. So we're not trying to be disrespectful. We're just trying to show. He showed one book. Now, I didn't watch the whole video, but I just saw when he came on camera, he showed one book from the brother, and he's using that.
Now, see, he just said that he didn't watch the whole video. He just said he didn't watch the whole video. He just saw one little clip that I just showed one book, and he's going to ride with that. This is the typical Moorish bullshit. Dude, you didn't even watch the whole video.
That as a source to say that Moors are black.
Now, remind you, this is Sheldon, which I'm gonna get on him later. But I'm gonna get on this moron, Canaanland. What's his name? Cujo L. I'm gonna get on his punk ass first.
And we're giving you all these different sources with the books because we're not those average temple Moors that don't read books and study. So, with all due respect, bro, come on, be genuine.
And it's not just you that are bitches.
Yeah.
Everybody who is going against the Moorish paradigm right now is a punk ass. Everybody.
Now you see how disrespectful he is, calling us out our names, and he's supposed to be righteous. He's supposed to be a man of God, right? But look how filthy he talks.
Anybody who's not telling the people the truth about nationality and birthrights and that we're Moors, they're a punk. That's what they are. Nothing.
See, we're punks. We all this.
Personal. They're a traitor.
He said we're traitors.
That's what they are. That's just what they are.
I got.
Let me play that again. I want people to hear what he said.
You made it seem like it was just out of nowhere. You were just on the chat, but you were definitely watching, and you're with this guy. And then after you get off, you try to slick this the whole thing.
You guys pointed that out. Now, of course, you're online and you're supposed to side with your boy and all that stuff. But if he's going to say that we're using European sources and he doesn't like that, but then he's going to use a European video to prove his point, contradiction. And that should be pointed out. That right there nullifies anything he has to say after that. Because he just, the same thing he's quote unquote dissing us about, he's doing the same thing. So we're not trying to be disrespectful. We're just trying to show. He showed one book. Now, I didn't watch the whole video, but I just saw when he came on camera, he showed one book from the brother, and he's using that as a source to say that Moors are black. And we're giving you all these different sources with the books because we're not those average temple Moors that don't read books and study. So, with all due respect, bro, come on, be genuine.
And it's not just you that are bitches.
Yeah.
Everybody who
now you see how this dude talk. Listen to what he's saying.
Is going against the Moorish paradigm right now is a punk ass. Everybody. Anybody who's not telling the people the truth about nationality and birthrights and that we're Moors, they're a punk. That's what they are. Nothing personal. They're a traitor. That's what they are.
Also, so he's saying that we're traitors. Okay. Okay, so let's break this down. He said that we're traitors, right? All right, let's do it this way. I know you ain't talking about traitors because the Moors is the biggest traitors. You know that as well as I do. So let's do it this way. Because like I said, if you're going to talk shit, let's do it. Let's do it. He calling us traitors. Let me screen share. Okay. So let's do it this way. Now everybody know that the Moroccans and the United States signed a treaty of peace and friendship. Now these so-called B-Rap Moors, they brag on this. First of all, they wasn't the ones that was making peace. First of all, it was the white pale Arabs versus the white pale Christians. The white pale Arabs, and they were fighting over slaves. They were fighting over African people. But these B-Rap Moors, they brag about this. And they try to pretend that they's the one that signed the treaty. So you're telling me that you're going to make peace with the pale man because you're trying to say that you're Moroccans and you made peace with the pale man while you see your people suffering in 1786 doing slavery? Really? This is documented. So you're telling, this is what they brag about. So who's traitors? Who's the traitor? Even though you didn't have nothing to do with this, but you claiming this. You claiming this. Okay? So let's talk about what happened in 1929 when there was a rivalry between the bays. So let's read about it. In early 1929, following the conflict over funds, Clyde Green Bay, the business manager of the Chicago Temple No. 1, split from the Moorish Science Temple of America and declared himself the Grand Sheikh and took a number of members with him. On March 15, Green Bay was stabbed to death at the Unity Hall of Moorish Science Temple of Indiana or Avenue, Chicago. So y'all killed this dude. It was a hit. Nubuju Ali got arrested for it. He wasn't charged, but come on, we already know that was a hit. Y'all killed one of your own. Y'all killed one of your own. Then how y'all went and worked for Leopold II, the King of Belgium? How y'all enslaved your own people for this man? And like I said, y'all can just Google that, and the pictures will come right up, and you can see these sellouts wearing the chicken butts. Okay. Then what happens? You allow the Arabs to convert you into the Islam, and how y'all took all those African secrets and knowledge, and y'all brag about how y'all rule Spain, and y'all giving all these, and y'all educated these devils, and at the same time, you sleeping with their women. You left your women, and you decide to sleep with these white women, having all these mixed kids. Y'all brag on that. Y'all brag on how y'all was ruling Spain and sharing all your secrets, and then get mad when these white people got tired of your punk ass. You get mad because they kicked your ass out of their country. So who betrayed who? You don't want to talk about traitors, homeboy. You need to keep your mouth shut. You need to keep your mouth shut. So let's talk about how you went and it just shows you don't have no respect, because even the Aboriginals don't have no respect for you. You was trying to make friends with the Aboriginal. These supposed to be your brothers and your people, right? These people is your people, but they don't even have respect for you. So let's play that video. Let's play that video. We're gonna play that video. This is insane, man. Yo, dudes be trying to play me and all that. Nah, man. We're gonna chop this up right now. Where's that video at? Here we go. Now watch this. Here's the video right here.
That's not what was said. No, no. That's not what was said. That's not what was said. That's not what was said. When she asked the question, my answer was that if we all say that we're Moors, we wouldn't be having any problems with these people. That's what my answer was.
Aboriginals, we wouldn't be having problems.
How do you figure? We've been saying we're Aboriginal.
The concept is this: if we all came together, we wouldn't be having no fucking problems. It don't matter what you call us.
It does matter what we call us because we have an enemy. We have an enemy. We know that there's an enemy out there. It's not our own. That's the problem.
So wait a minute. You have the enemy. So who's your enemy? Who's your enemy?
Y'all was the enemy.
Say that again.
According to history, y'all was the enemy.
And she's right. According to history, the Moors are the enemy. And I already explained it. Y'all kill each other. Y'all bash each other. You enslave your own people. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Y'all are the, she's right. Y'all are the real traitors. Y'all are the real traitors.
History. Whose history?
Shit, according to the history.
According to whose history? Moors are the enemy. According, answer the question. According to whose history are the Moors the enemy?
Oh, what you want to say, the pale-face history?
I'm asking you. You're the one that made the statement. You're the one that made the statement. You made the statement. You made the statement that the Moors are the enemy in history. I'm asking you, which history says the Moors are the enemy? Who's history? What do you mean, y'all? Who? Name the party. Name the party. Because like I said, I'm not, like I told you, I'm not the Moor Science Temple Moors that you guys usually deal with. I'm not them. I'm an actual, factual, I have a nationality card.
Let me tell you something about that nationality card. He said he has a nationality card. That's what he said.
If I'm traveling, I show a nationality card.
He said when he's traveling, he got this nationality card. Now, I spoke to Sabir Bey. He claims that he's familiar with Sabir Bey. Now, Sabir Bey travels. You know what Sabir Bey said? He said that nationality card is garbage. Sabir Bey said that. He said the only thing that you need is a passport. That's it. That's the only thing you need. And he's a Bey. He's a Moor. So don't say, oh, I walk around with a nationality card. Sabir Bey said that nationality card is garbage. Now, I don't know what to believe. Y'all got all these different, one Bey said this and one Bey. And trust me, and then you're going to hear him say, well, I became a Moor because of my own personal experiences.
If somebody says who I am and they look like the enemy to me, which is the colonials, that's the only people who are my enemy.
So
people who look like me aren't my enemy.
So he said the colonials. That means the pale face man. But you sit there and you buy the colonials books. You buy the colonials books. You making them rich by buying their books. And just like that Sheldon, your man Sheldon, oh, well, you know, you claim that you don't like the white man, but they giving us props. They giving us props. Don't you see? The white man's giving us props. Man, I don't need no white man to tell me how great I am. Are you serious? You got to buy the white man's book to tell you how great you are? But that's what they do. They sit there and give white people money and buying their books.
My enemy are the people who colonize my people. So for you to tell me that I'm some type of sellout or something like that because I say that I'm a Moor when I know I'm doing things to uplift my people.
Oh, you doing the things to uplift your people? But you just called me out my name. You called me the NIGGGR. You said that we was punks. They heard you. The people hearing you. So how is that uplifting your people, dude? Moor, Ron, how is that uplifting your people? And people heard you, what you were saying about me and Brother Bakari. The fuck out of here. You lying. You a fraud.
And not keep them in subjugation. You're full of shit. I don't have to hear what you're saying. You're trying to generalize. You're trying to generalize something.
This is where we disagree, right? It's like this, right? I'm not saying that you don't have a right to identify who the fuck you is, exactly, and speak the culture of your people and tell the history of your people. What we're saying is we got too many of these people in our community that's trying to goddamn get people to internalize these different concepts of philosophy and reality and religion and shit, and it all leads them back to the same shit.
No, it doesn't.
It all goes.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
Found the philosophy yet?
I can't agree with that.
You from these motherfucking oppressors.
Because I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from experience.
Now he said I'm speaking for experience, not what he learned, not what he studied. Oh, I'm going by my own experience. That's why I became a Moor. Well, everybody go through experience. So you're trying to dictate to people, well, you can still claim this, but just put more in front of it. No. And I'm going to educate after I play this video. I'm going to educate what the meaning of being a Moor is. Okay?
I'm speaking from my personal self. I'm not speaking from some book that I read. Right?
So he say, I'm not speaking because I didn't read no books. I'm going by my own experience. Well, everybody have their own experience, and everybody going to cater what works for them. But he's trying to dictate, and I think he wanted me on his show because he was trying to convert me into something that I didn't want to be. Now, this is not nothing new about these Moors. I've been hearing about how crooked these Moors are since I was a teenager, man. Stop playing with me, dog.
I came up as Rastafarian. I've been a Rastafarian, got my ass kicked by these people. I've been black and got my ass kicked by these people. I've been Kemetic. I've been Nuwapian. I've been Cherokee. My family themselves in Trinidad and Tobago.
Now he's from Trinidad and Tobago. His family's from Trinidad. Now remind you, he was trying to rebuttal that he said that Africa, the whole continent of Africa, snows. Just like it snows in Antarctica, they have blizzards, snow from 10 feet. It gets real icy cold throughout Africa, from the north to the south, to the east to the west. According to him, he showed no evidence of that because he was trying to rebuttal that what I said, and I showed proof and evidence that that when you go further up in north, after you pass Mexico, it gets cold. The climate gets colder. And I showed the evidence. We only get 2 hot months. Africa is closer to the equator. Now, he never seen black folks in Africa wearing bubble coats, tin boots, struggling in no fucking snow. He haven't seen that. Every time you saw your people in Africa, they wore t-shirt, jeans, shorts, or sandals, or flip-flops. Because Africa is a tropical place. Africa is tropical. So black people gonna go towards the tropics. Now this man's coming from the tropics. He's coming from the Caribbeans. This is what he said. And I'm going to prove the nonsense they said, because he said, oh, Africa, it gets cold, and you try to say black people. Let me tell you something. North America don't even produce black people, and that's science. But these people don't believe in science.
They have land that's their land. We know that we're the first people in this land. So I'm not saying that we're not indigenous and we're not.
First, now I'm going to say this real quick. First, does not mean original. And I'm going to prove that. I'm going to debunk all this shit. Now, as you watch further of this video, they dissing this man, and to the point they even cut this dude off. Let me see if I can play that part. They even cut this dude off. Hold on, let me see if I'll play that. Because no one respects the Moors.
So our people have a nationality. They're going to be nothing.
Well, hold on.
You can't say that, though.
If you're going to tell me.
Watch this.
You can't say that.
Watch this.
You can't say that.
All right.
Take that back.
You just got to go.
Exactly.
So if you're going to tell me.
If
you're going to tell me, goddamn, that if I use fucking any term, I don't even care if it's Indian, American, whatever term, right? Because you didn't create this language here. Right?
Exactly.
We can all.
Right. That's the issue that we have with our people. Because they want to keep doing fake stuff. They want to keep doing fake things. How is it that
and they cut him off? They say you gotta go. They cut him off. Because you Moors are the bottom of the fucking barrel. No one respects your punk ass. Because you're trying to be something that you're not. No one respects the Moors. No one. Y'all are the bottom of the barrel. I don't know how clear I can explain it to you. So let me give you a little rundown to how to be a Moor. All right, let me give you a little rundown. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me see something. I'm gonna delete this. All right. So I'm gonna turn this back over here. So let me screen share this real quick. First of all, Noble Joe Ali says all black people in America, I'm assuming he's talking, but he did say black people in North America are Moors. Well, that's not true. Because most of the slave trade came from West Africa. The Moors that they talking about, and it says it right here, the Moors is name given to the Muslims. Now the Muslims gave them that name, right? You never heard, there's no such thing, no black people calling themselves Moors before the slave trade, before the sub-Saharan slave trade. And this is something they leave out. They don't talk about the sub-Saharan slave trade, right? So they said the Moors is the name given to the Muslims from North Africa. So you're talking about northern African Moors, not West Africans, northern Africans, North Africans, right? And they brought Islam to Spain and Portugal and southern France. And the Moors, they dress in following feds and of the Muslim people from the East. And I addressed that in my last video, how in Syria, this is what they trying to be like. Syrians from the East. And I said the Middle East, but according to them, oh, it's part of Africa. But when you show the concept of Africa, you don't see the Middle East. You don't see the rest of the Middle East that they claim it's part of Africa. So they talking about northern Africans. Now, it's obvious this dude never been to Morocco. Now, I don't know how could he say that, but by him saying this, that all black people are Moors, shows that he never been to Morocco. Noble Jew Ali never been to Morocco. You never see him got a PhD in Moorish history or anything like that. And historians even say they doubt, they know that he didn't go to Morocco and study. This is on belief. But this is who they follow. They follow somebody who never been to Morocco, who never did any study, don't have no PhD or nothing. He's just going to assume that all black people, knowing that most of the slave trade came from West Africa. Okay? So, I'm going to say this to this Cujo L. Canaanland. You know, I didn't disrespect you on my last video. I didn't disrespect. Actually, I bigged you up. But since you said that, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Don't even invite me on your religious bullshit channel. Because like I said, you came to me like a groupie, like a little whore, begging me to come on your show. Okay? So I'm just telling you now, your best bet, if you want to fix this, you owe me a public apology. And if you can't do that, then you could take that Moorish garbage and stick it up your mother's ass. Okay? You could take all that Moorish bullshit and stick it up your mother's ass. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Now I'm going to address Sheldon, the guy who claimed, because he first said that he travels because of business. He's a designer. This is what he told me. So I'm going to play him and I'm going to rebuttal his nonsense. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. So I'm going to show you a quick video. Here we go. Man, let me see. Share screen this. Let me share this. So I'm gonna rebuttal his bullshit. I think this was it right here. Here we go. Now this is Sheldon right here that you see right here. That's Sheldon. That's Sheldon right there. Now listen to this. Listen to this dude.
Oh, brother Sheldon's in there because was he yielding before? Yo, it's love, brother Sheldon. It's love. It's love.
You know when you said, Cujo, when you said you're going on live, I thought you were on live IG, so I'm waiting on IG the whole time.
Yeah. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. But yeah, brother, he's good.
Yeah, so it was just, and then when I clicked on it too, it was just like, you know, it reminded me again how we talked about it the last class about the activity that was going on about
Budge, E.A. Wallace's Budge, because brother Yusuf.
Yo, it's love, brother Sheldon. You know, try to bring your Moors down because all of that stuff that they've been promoting is all crumbling. So now they're just coming at more because they're coming at more. It's a very 3-hour video about Grand Sheik and what he was talking about the whole time. Why can't you play the video? Because it's crazy.
Now, just to let you know, now you see this, right? When they try to rebuttal, this went over 4 hours. They did over 4-hour video. talking about nothing. They talk about nothing. And you see, because I destroyed them in that one video, and you see how Cujo L, Mr. Canaanland Moor, got upset. So so he gonna bring his man again. Again, he gonna bring his man, because not only I embarrassed Canaanland, my man brother Bakari embarrassed him. And I can imagine when he probably played that, saw my video, he probably like, damn, I sound stupid. So he got his man again to try to, because they was trying to clean up their mess.
Like, why they using the videos that we were taught to use to teach us about nationality and birthright? They're using those videos to prove that we're against that, what the Moors have been teaching. I'm like, those are our videos. How did y'all do that?
Yeah.
But I yield for now because I know Green Sheet's about to go in.
Yeah, yo.
Go in, Grand Sheet.
Bro, Sheldon, you got anything to add before we play this thing?
Well, for one, I started looking at it a little bit, and I'm the only 3 comments on his page. I comment, yeah. I comment.
Okay, he comment on my page. So let's look at the comment. Let's take a look at his comment. This man was literally crying like a little sissy boy when he commented. I'm gonna show you. Like, dude, like my man, like you need to grow some balls, dude. Let me show you what this dude said. I'm gonna show you. I'd rather show you than tell you. Now, this is his comment. That's him. He commented, he says, and that was not where he said, brother, please have me on your show because this is ridiculous. God Nollywood Jr. shaking my head. All you had to do is get me to come on your show, and I would have gone more into depth with what I was saying. Why you had to go more into depth? You did all the talking. I didn't say anything. My job was to listen. And you did a lot of talking. I'll let you talk. Whatever you had to say, you should have said it then. And he said, but instead, you do this. The thing is, you yourself said you have not left North America. I never said that. You can go back to the building. Go back to that same video, Sheldon. That's what I need you to do. Go back to that same video and play the part when I said I never left North America. Okay? Show me the part that I said that I never left the country. I have a passport. I left the country. I have pictures that I took. I got video and pictures. I've done the research. I've been to the pyramids in Mexico. The pyramids that West Africans built. I'm West African. I'm not Northern African. You're claiming Northern African. I'm West African. My people built that. According to your history, your people didn't build shit. Instead, taking all the knowledge and skills and you gave it and shared it with the enemy. Okay? I've been to the pyramids in Mexico. You haven't. You claim that you went to Egypt, which I'm going to play that you said, but you didn't visit the pyramids. But he said, so how are you going to comment on people that actually have and me traveling for business doesn't mean I did not do any research while I was in those countries. And I have been to Cambodia, not for business. I have been to Australia, not for business. I have been to New Zealand, not for business. I have been to Guyana, not for business. Now he named all this stuff. Now he said, I've been to Egypt proper. I don't know what Egypt proper is. But then you said in this live, which I'm going to play, that you've been to Egypt. So which one is it? Then you say I've been all over Europe. The only African country that you've been to is Ghana. So you've been to Ghana. Did you visit the slave castles? Did you visit the slave castles over in Ghana? Oh, and then he says, with all due respect, while you are reading books, I'm actually in those places. Please, bro. And he's begging like a little hoe. Please, like a groupie. Please, next time, have us on your show. And have your brothers join the call, and we can build. We have respectable build before. We had a respectable build before. So why do this now? Shaking his head. He's crying like a bitch. Crying like a bitch. Crying like a bitch. Let me stop this. I don't respect people like that. Don't come on my comment bank crying like a little girl, man. So let's go back to what he says. Because what he said was very let me see, I think this is it. There we go. So let's finish what he says.
We did a couple of things, and the last comment was, bring me on your show, and have your brothers there too, and we could just have a discussion. We could build, because the information that he's putting out, or what he was doing in this video, is really I found it was very disjointed. Because
now, Sheldon, I want to say this real quick. I didn't mind having you on my show if you was in the chat. I had no problem seeing you the link. You and Canaanland, Cujo L, whatever his name is. I didn't mind having you on my live. I didn't mind that. You wasn't on my chat. I could have gave you the link if you was in the chat. Or if you missed the show, you could have just said, look, brother, let's next time when you about to do your show, let me know. Let's build. You could have just kept it brotherly. But instead, you allowed your man to disrespect me in the comment section and on live. Okay? You allowed your man to disrespect me, and you did not check your man. You didn't check your man. You allowed your moron friend to disrespect me and Brother Bakari. And then you tried to showboat that you've been to these countries. 9 out of 10, I'm not impressed. And then you're gonna lie and said, I told you I never left the country. But you want to talk about building. When you build something, you got to set the foundation. That's the first thing you do. And you failed to do that. So no, that's over with. I'm not going to build with you. Because even you crying like a little girl, like a sissy, and then you allow your man to disrespect me and you didn't check your man. Now, if I would have done that to you, my brother Makari would have checked me in a brotherly way. Like, nah, we don't do that. Yo, bro, we don't do that. Or yo, like he'll let me know because we follow a code. There's a code to this shit. There's rules to this. But you Muslim cats, B-Rab, Moors, y'all don't follow no rules when it comes down to your own people. You only respect to the to the so-called colonizers, right? You expect them because you buy their books.
At one, as an example, getting with the word Moor and E.A. Wallace Budge, and that's a European book, and he doesn't trust anything from the Europeans, right? Okay, fine. But Dr. Ben said we were calling ourselves Moor, M-A-U-E-R-S. So that M-A-U-R-S that Dr. Ben was talking about ties into E.A. Wallace's Budge.
No, they don't. That's a lie. Because E.S. Wallace did not say any. E.S. Wallace talking about, which is a lie, talking about y'all, they was using Moors during ancient Egyptian time, during ancient Kemet, which is a lie. You just said many times that it was a title. It was a title. And then you didn't even show the book. You didn't show the book. You know what I'm saying? You didn't show the book. You know what you did? You did one of these. I got the book. I got the book right here. Don't you hear it? That's what you did. That's what you did. Dr. Ben never said anything about the Moors. See, you played Dr. Ben multiple times. Multiple times. And just like when I was saying before about your man talking about how which I'm gonna play. He said, wait. He said something about, oh, you call us black as derogatory words, right? This is what your man has said. Your man said, oh, you call us black. You disrespect me, you call us black. And you know that black is a derogatory word, but you buy books. You buy Dr. Ben books and you watch his videos and he say black and African throughout the whole video. So you can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose, and that's what you're doing. You buy these books of black people, of African scholars, and they use the word black throughout the books, throughout their video. But then you said that I'm disrespecting you because I said that you was black. That's what your man has said. Oh, you disrespect us all the time because you call us black. Oh, really? But you buy Dr. Ben books and he used the word black all the time. So why are you supporting that if you feel that that's a derogatory word? Can you answer that question, you damn moron? So let me play Dr. Ben. And I want people to hear what Dr. Ben has said. So, because he's giving you a timeline, just like I said before. These Moors, they do not teach history. They don't believe in references. They don't believe in date and times. Dr. Ben gave a date and time. So let's look at what Dr. Ben has said. Because this is the video that they always play. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. He said, Dr. Ben never said that Moors go back to ancient Kemet. That's what he's saying. You trying to claim everything. So let's go back. Let's play that same video that he's always like to throw in people's face. And let's listen to what Dr. Ben has said. Now I want people to listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. I want people to listen. Here we go.
Building the University of Salamanca, S-A-L-A-M-A-N-C-A in Spain, a copy of the University of Geneva.
Oh, let me go back.
Moors, popes of the Roman Catholic Church, Malchazar, Victor III, and the other one,
Galatius.
Galatius. We have them.
Now watch this. Now watch what he's going to say. He's going to give you a timeline when the Moors existed and ruled. After that, there was no more Moors. That history is gone. And that word was given to them, to those enslaved Africans that was working for the Arab people. Remember, their job was to spread Islam, to help spread Islam. Okay? Now watch what he says.
Now, these are church documents. But remember, when there came a time in 1506, after we lost power in Spain,
he said after 1506, they were talking about these Moors lost power. They lost power, right? Now watch. He's going to show you when did they rule.
Africans ruled Spain from 711. We were calling ourselves Moors, M-A-U-E-R-S, then M-O-O-R-S. From 711 until 1485, 774 years. When we
774 years, right? So he's giving you a timeline when those Moors existed. After that, that was it. He didn't say anything what E.S. Wallace said about, oh, they were using Moors as ancient Kemet. Now, this guy's PhD in Egyptology. So how come he didn't mention that? Sheldon, how come he didn't mention that? How come he didn't mention the Moors in ancient Egypt? Remember you had the Kemetic or the Egyptian dictionary? Remember that, Sheldon? So how come Dr. Ben did not mention that when he talked about the rule when the Moors was ruling in Spain? So I'm a little lost by that. But you said that it was considered a title in Egypt. Okay. But Dr. Ben did not mention that. He's only talking about in Spain. But then you telling me, oh, well, you got to get out of Spain. It goes further back than that. No. Dr. Ben would have mentioned that if it did. And if he did, you need to show that. Because I saw the video. He did not mention that once. He only talked about the Moors in that very short clip. But I don't know why you listen to him anyway, because he used the word black and African, and these are the terms that you don't like. So why you even listen to him anyway? So let's go back to what this moron has said. Let's go back. Because I'm still trying to understand what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, Wallace's Budge, the Europeans book. So how are you? So it's disjointed. They're not bringing it together. That's number one. And number two, I did an entire.
See, and you notice how he's thinking, he's processing it, he's doing a lot of thinking. Dog, if you feel like I messed up, you should have been like this. When I did my video, I was like this. Anyways, I didn't miss a beat. But y'all did a 4-hour video and y'all scrambling to rebuttal, and that's not good. That shows that's not even professional. And y'all supposed to be like, I don't know what y'all supposed to be. Y'all supposed to be students of Noble Jolie. I don't know what the hell y'all.
Video using only Dr. Ben. Only Dr. Ben.
No, he did not use only Dr. Ben. You only show that small clip, and you even got that wrong, which I already showed.
And he's talking about he's Pan-African, and Dr. Ben says African is a Greek word. But then he's saying more.
And I'm gonna prove you wrong on that one. I'm gonna prove you wrong on that one because you misunderstood that.
Of course, it's a Greek word. So, and this is the thing. So this is why I'm saying, like, I left him a comment. I said, like, yeah, I left him a long comment. First one, it's kind of ridiculous. He's talking about traveling, and I'm traveling, and I travel for business and stuff. And I said, yeah, but I've been to Cambodia. That wasn't for business. I've been to Australia. That wasn't for business. I've been to New Zealand. That wasn't for business. I went to Ghana. That wasn't for business. I went to Egypt. That wasn't for business.
Now he said I went to Egypt. He didn't say Egypt proper. He said I went to Egypt. Which one is it? You went to Egypt, but you didn't visit the pyramids. And then you even got when you were trying to talk about what the oldest pyramids, which I'm going to prove you wrong, because all this it makes me wonder where you get your information from, dog. You silly.
I went to Israel. That wasn't for business. So what is he talking about?
Dog, you didn't go to Egypt. You didn't go to Egypt. You went to Egypt proper. I don't know what the hell that is, but you didn't go to Egypt. That's a lie. So
and he himself in the video said he hasn't left the United States.
That's a lie. I visit the pyramids in Mexico. Why shouldn't I visit the pyramids in Mexico? That was built by West Africans, and I'm going to prove to you it was built West African. Matter of fact, you don't have to ask me. You can ask any Mexican, any intelligent Mexican, they will tell you, nah, man, that Africans built that. We don't build pyramids.
But then he's talking about people that are traveling for business, not studying. So this is why I said, like, just bring me on the show, we'll build. Because it to me, it's.
I'm not bringing you on my show, unless you and your boy owe me a public apology. I'm not bringing you on my show because you didn't check your man. You may let this man disrespect me. No,
It's ridiculous what this guy's. And then he brings up that one book. He shows one book. Yeah.
I showed one. First of all, I showed two books, and that was his rebuttal to your man. And not only, it's not like I just showed the book. I didn't show the title. I showed what was in the book. That the word is a Greek word, Greek and Roman word. Moors. It's not an African word, and you know Moors is not an African word.
Here's the book that says that Moors were black. Good job. One book. Great job. In my video, I went through the gamut of Dr. Ben's books.
That's a lie. You didn't do that. Go ahead. Continue.
And Dr. Ben has a PhD. Brother Bakari didn't even know. No. Actually, Brother Bakari did know that he had a PhD in Moorish history, but Hollywood doesn't. So, I mean, and this is what I'm saying. Bring us on your show. Bring Bakari on your show. Bring other brothers on your show. And let's just build. Just talk about it. Rather than after the fact. You just had us on your show. Then
it wasn't on my show. It was on your boy's show. Get it straight.
After the fact, you're going to do another video saying that we're lying. Why not bring us back on the show again and challenge us again? Challenge our quote-unquote lies again. And this, and this is the thing that this is why I'll just say they'll freaking never be unity. Like,
who the fuck want to unite with the Moors? I sure don't. Y'all traitors. I don't unite with traitors. Sorry.
Because this type of stuff that always happens.
This is why there won't be unity. Exactly.
This is the type of stuff that always goes on. They will never. We can say we're Semitic Moors, but they will never say that they're Moors.
Because we're not North African people. You cannot claim a whole continent and say all black people are Moors. That was given to y'all by the paleface. We're not Moors. Why do I want to name something that the paleface had made up? And that Moor was really derogatory. If you look at movies, matter of fact, when I showed you it was connected to Muslim, first of all black people are not Muslim people. That's number one, because it's connected to Islam. I don't know whoever saw that movie Robin Hood, the newest Robin Hood, with what's his name was playing Robin Hood? Michael J. Fox, right? he was playing a Moor. He was a Muslim, but he was playing a Moor. There was another person, forgot his name. He played the bodyguard with Whitney Houston. But that was another Robin Hood movie before. Like I said, he was playing Robin Hood, and Morgan Freeman was playing a Moor. And you see both of these men. You see Morgan Freeman, and even in the recent Robin Hood movie, but Michael J. Fox, you see them with turbans on. They were considered Moors. Not all African people were Moors. So when people say, no, I'm not a Moor, because that only applied to a certain group of black folks in Northern Africa. You can't take all black people and say we Moors. But these people supposed to be these people think but that's a belief system. That's not history. They going by a belief system. They don't go by history.
Ever. Because in the video he said, why don't you guys teach the Kemetic knowledges? We're saying we came from you. Right? George G. M. James says we're the custodians of, if you want to say, of your knowledge. If you want to separate it like that, of your knowledge. But then he's still saying he's not Morris. Okay, then. So that's on you. That's not on us.
So we'll just give him that GM James just in case people don't know what we're talking about, right? So this is GM James, who they murdered him for writing his book Stolen Legacy.
Right. Let me get it, because he says that I don't have books and I don't show books, right? So,
yeah. Right.
All right. So let me.
In the 8th century and Europe, during their occupation of Spain,
I'm going to show you when he showed the
only Dr. Ben and his books to deal with this entire thing. So if you
Africa did more than merely distinguish themselves in Spain, they were really the recognized custodians of African culture to whom the world looked for enlightenment. We don't need to read anymore.
Yeah, watch this. He's going to pull out the Dr. Ben book. Watch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to break that down.
What I'd like, hopefully he sees this video.
I'm watching, bro.
Mr. Guy Nollywood.
I'm watching, Sheldon. I'm watching. Go ahead, moron. What you got to say?
See this video.
Show me your book.
Hopefully you can have us on your show again when we build.
You know what, Sheldon? You seem like a really intelligent brother. And I think that's why Canaanland can defeat. That's why he reacted the way he did, because he's not a smart dude. But I consider that you're smart. And I know you and I can build, because you seem very intelligent. But I just feel like you need to grow some balls, B. You're not a soldier, I'll tell you that. You're definitely not a soldier. You might be a little book smart, but that's it. But your information is flawed, bro. The only way we're going to build, you owe me an apology and your man owe me an apology. That's it. I don't mind building with you. You seem like a cool dude, but I'm only going to deal with you because your man is stupid. Your man is dumb. That Canaanland Moors, he's an idiot. He's dumb. And he's got a foul mouth. But I could build with you. You seem smart.
And hopefully it's a long enough show, because I would like you to play the video that I made, I think probably 3 years ago, dealing with this entire thing about, you mentioned Shaka Amos, respect to the brother, right? You mentioned him, you mentioned Reggie, you mentioned Sarah Sudan-Steady. I guess you're going to talk about the Amun Ra Squad and whatnot. I did an entire video using only Dr. Ben and his books to deal with this entire thing. So if you debunk that, and I put Amun Ra Squad's name in the video and all of that, they never debunked it. Why? Because they can't. Because now we're dealing with a PhD level, and your Shaka Amos says it. He only deals with PhDs, which means that Dr. Ben is the only one with a PhD in Moorish history. So technically speaking, he's the only one qualified, if you want to say, to speak on Moors. And I use only...
Now remind you, I never denied about the Moors. I've been hearing about the Moors and how they ruled Spain since I was a teenager. That's not the point I'm trying to make. But I've heard, you know, I'm not, see, you're missing the whole point of the whole video that you keep playing. What Dr. Ben is saying, that it was African people that taught the world. And he was saying that, why do we have to teach our baby slavery and teaching our baby about we were slaves when we know that we have a great history. Now, I think the Moors, how you taught white people to be civilized, that's cool to a certain degree. I'm not talking about that. You're missing the whole point of what I'm saying. Don't make it seem that I didn't know nothing about the Moors. The Moors, that's all. I just showed you the book about the Moors. I showed you. So I know about the Moors, right? But what I think my problem is, don't make it seem like that's who we are, because we're not Moors. That name was given to our people. We're African people. And you know that we're African because they said these Africans were from Northern Africa. They already have a nationality. I'm just saying. And those Northern Africans, they only talk about certain places like Morocco, Tunis, Libya, all those countries on that part of Africa, the northern part. But that's what Dr. Ben is saying through the video. If you claim that you watched the whole video, he was just saying how great we are as a people. And we need to teach our babies. We need to put this in the school system. Because we don't want our kids to grow up thinking that white is better. And you should be only buying books like Dr. Ben and Dr. Diop and Dr. Sertanima. Those are books that you should be buying.
To show that we're Moors, based on in his books, what he put in his books. So what I'd like you to do is have us on your show and have it a long show, and we'll play the entire video that I did. It's about an hour and 50 minutes because I'm very thorough. I'm
not watching that dumbass video. You played it. You couldn't get on it. You couldn't get on the screen. I'm not watching that stupid ass video. That was dumb. You show me your work. Show me your work. That's what you need to do. Show me your work. I don't care about your dumbass videos. Show me your work. That's all I ask. Show me your work. Don't tell me what you did in 2006, 2016, 15. I don't care about that. Show me your work. I want to see your scholarship, because right now you haven't showed me nothing.
Entire video and then debunk that.
I'm gonna debunk your shit right now, dog. See, I like to fuck with you, cause you're smart. You're smart to a certain degree, but your man Canaanland Moors, he's a dummy. But you all right.
And we'll be on your show. That's it. And there's no afterwards or anything like that. And bring all your brethren and all your friends and all them on the show to debunk what we the video that I made
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, not the yesterday video.
Like,
3 years ago.
No, matter of fact, it's either 2000. Yeah.
Did he show the book? Let me see if he showed the book. I want to see he showed the book.
But it's definitely more than 3. It's definitely at least 3 years ago.
DC Nico, I see you.
Where did he show the book? Did he show the book? Oh yeah, I missed that. Okay.
Were the neighbors of the Egyptians and became this is important to part of the stuff that they're talking about.
Here we go.
Science and learning were cultivated and taught. The Moors of Cordova, Toledo, Seville, and Saragossa.
I don't know what book that he showed.
Such celebrity
I'm trying to find the book where he showed about Dr. Ben book.
Attracted students from all parts of the Western world. And from them arose the most famous African professors that the world has ever known.
Let's see if I can find that,
medicine,
man.
Surgery, astronomy, and mathematics.
That's old news.
But these people
from North Africa
did more than merely distinguish themselves in Spain. They were really the recognized custodians of African culture to whom the world looked for enlightenment.
Dog, show that book.
We don't need to read anymore.
Yeah, so I mean...
Did he show the book? Oh, shit.
But I'd like... Hopefully he sees this video. Mr. Guy in Hollywood. Hopefully you see this video. Hopefully you can have us on your show again.
Oh, where's that damn book that he showed?
Hopefully it's a long enough show, because I would like you to play the video that I made, I think probably 3 years ago, dealing with this entire...
Oh, I got to show this real quick. Let me show this real quick. And this is the video. This is a video that he had spoken to this pale face. To me, I think it's staged, but again, there's no proof or evidence of what he's saying. So, but he's trying to get some sort of he's trying to get credit from this pale face. I think that was kind of stupid.
Bashar, and he also knows that North America is known as Al-Maghrib Al-Aqsa.
Of course, I know that. North America was known as Al-Maghrib Al-Aqsa, and it reported to Sultan of Morocco. And there was a relation. This is why I needed to ask you, what's the relation between the first, colonials and the governors of Morocco, because they communicated.
And like I said, that's when I said they was traitors. And you trying to simmer, because those Moroccans was Arab people. They were pale-faced Arab, and they have done deals. They were fighting over African people. But these Moors trying to assimilate themselves to these type of Moors, right? Or Moroccans. Now, I'm going to show you, here's the part when he showed the Dr. Ben book. Now, remind you, according to Mr. Moore, Mr. Canaanland Moore, he said the word black was offensive, but throughout the book, that's what Dr. Ben always used, black and African. But here's the book. But I'm going to shut this down. Here we go.
Okay, so here, Mr. Nollywood, I'm going to turn on my camera so you can see the book. 1 second. Mike. All right. Black Men of the Nile and His Family by Dr. Joseph A. Ben Yakmi.
And that's the Dr. Ben's book, right? Now he's showing Dr. Ben's book. So watch this. Now watch this. Now watch. Watch how these Moors give white people credit. Now he misunderstood about the spelling of the word Africa. Watch.
Let's see if you can see this. It's just hard with the camera. Glossary section. Right?
Now, as you can see, you see the spelling of the word Africa, right? A-F-R-I-C-A, right? And it says Greek and Rome name, right? Given. Now, I'm gonna shut that down right now.
And there is Africa. What does it say?
See? He's saying a Greek and Rome name given to the continent. That's a lie. He's only talking about the name, the spelling of the name. But that's not the original spelling. That's not the original spelling. Now watch.
A Greek and Roman name given to the continent, originally called Alcipulan. This is hard because I'm reading it through the screen. By its indigenous peoples. Other names which the early Europeans used for the continent are Corphi, Ammonia, Ortavia, Ethiopia, Libya, and Oceania. So you are saying that Moor is a Greek word when Dr. Ben is saying Africa is a Greek and Roman name, and you're saying that you're African and you're Pan-African. So that's a contradiction, and that's quote unquote the pot calling the kettle black.
Wow, you actually showed a book. You actually showed a book, and guess what? You showed a Dr. Ben's book. And on top of that, you even showed the spelling of how the Europeans use, right? How they pronounce Africa. So you get 2 thumbs up. You get 2 thumbs. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. I want him to see my 2 thumbs up. I'm going to share it. Joe, you get 2 thumbs up. Very good. But there's one little slight problem with that. One little slight problem. You came close, but no cigar. No cigar. So let me get out of here. Because I got the sources. Oh, this is going to get juicy. That black book focused on special African prophet and European Bible. Most have never conceived it. All right, peace to Aaron. Peace, Aaron Howard. How you doing? So let's do it this way. Let's get out of here, and I'm gonna screen share this because I like to educate my people. I don't like to give my people wrong information. I don't like to give my people wrong information. And by the way, Sheldon, we all building. So don't think we're not building. We all building. So I hope everybody see this. This is Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. And in his book called Blacks in Science. Now, I know they probably won't buy that book because they think the word black is derogatory. They probably won't buy that book. But the name of this book is called Blacks in Science. And according to him, and this is his quote, he said, Africa originated from Egypt word Afruka, right? Afruika, which translated to motherland or birthplace. Some might say birthplace. So this, the originated word came from Africa came from the ancient Egyptians. What he's talking about when it was a Roman general that took only certain parts of northern Africa, and he renamed himself after he conquered that part of Africa called Africanus, right? Everybody know that ancient Egyptian predates Rome and Greece. Shaka Amo said it. Dr. Diop said it. Dr. Ben said it because he claimed that he read Dr. Ben, and Dr. Sertima said it. So remember, ancient Egyptians been around 10,000 years, while everybody outside of Africa was practicing barbarism. This is facts. This is history. And I showed about the Neanderthals, how whatever. See that see, he said, oh, well, you used the white man's video, but that's old news. They just now catching up. I've been hearing that since I was a kid. See, all this what I'm showing is elementary. This is new to these Moors. So the original word, the Egyptian word, is Afruka. Afruka. A-F-R-U-I-K-A. And what happened was Africanus means the conqueror of Africa. That's what Africanus is. So when you see Africa spelled that way, yes, it came from the Roman way of spelling it, because they're going to spell it how they hear it or how they see it. So yes, A-F-R-I-C-A is a Roman way of spelling it. So that's what Dr. Ben was saying, but that's not the correct spelling. And I think what pisses me off is Sheldon, with people like Sheldon, is that he gives white people too much credit. You give white people too much credit, Sheldon. And I hope you watch this video. And you've been doing this ever since I got on your man's panel. And you kept saying, well, you don't buy the white man's books, and they giving us props. And again, I don't need the white man to tell me how great I am. That's my people's job. We need to teach our baby, just like every race teach their babies how great their people and their civilization, how great their people and their history is. When are we going to teach our history? I don't have no problem teaching the Moors how they taught the white man to be civilized. But still, you taught all our secrets to these people just for them to use what we taught them against us. That's on y'all. So you got it wrong again. Because it's funny, you didn't pick up his book. Pick up the Blacks in Science book. Pick up that book. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. So I want people to understand that Africa came from us. And what I don't like is that Sheldon tried to make it seem that black people are too dumb and too stupid to the point that we can't even name our own land. Is that what you're telling the people, Sheldon? That we are too stupid and dumb to name our own land? We need the white man to name our land for us? Is that what you're saying? And I think that's what Sheldon is trying to say, that black people are too stupid and dumb to name our own land that we live on. So I want to just address that. So let me get out of here. I'm going to show you another flaw that he said. I'm going to show you another flaw. Let me show you another flaw. Let me screen share this. Peace to the chat. Thanks for watching. So let me show you another flaw. Let me show you another flaw. I want to show this real quick because I think this is where the moron Canaanland was saying that Africa snows.
Minutes, so let's carry on.
So y'all seen the screen?
Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. Let me skip that. I don't want to. I'm not getting to that. Let me you know what? I might as well get into it. So they showed the part when I was explaining that it snows. It gets real cold.
Once again, you don't deal with Europeans because you know, but you only deal with them for your DNA videos.
Now, I want to say this real quick. They don't believe in DNA, but DNA is chemistry. Who invented chemistry? African people. DNA is really nothing really new. They use DNA on everything. So I tell these Moors, if, again, just like I said before, if you get a, so Sheldon, Cujo L, if a woman tells you that she's pregnant and you know damn well you didn't sleep with her, and it would take a DNA test, so you don't take a DNA test, so you won't have to pay child support for a child that's not yours, then I would say just take care of that child that's not yours, because you don't believe in DNA. You don't believe in it. You don't believe in it. So my whole thing is, don't take the DNA test. But it makes me wonder how many children that, if you got children, how many children that you taking care of that's not yours. So it makes me wonder, since you don't believe in DNA, if you get accused of a crime and that you didn't do, and it will have to take a DNA to free you, I would say go ahead and do that time, because you don't believe in DNA. You don't believe in it. So just do the time. Just say, I plead guilty and do the time, because I don't believe in DNA. You can't pick and choose, Morse. Science means proof. Something tangible, just like my brother Bakari said.
Right? So I guess I can't tell you about
symbol of what.
Right? So that's one thing that's incorrect about this article.
You know what? Let me go past it. I don't want to hear no more. And they talking for now. Let's talk about the pyramids. I want to talk about the pyramids, because he didn't go to he didn't see none of the pyramids. He didn't go to Mexico to see the pyramids, which I already explained. That again, I'm gonna have to keep explaining this. West African people went, because the pyramid building went all through Africa. When every time you see a pyramid, that's like we let you know we was there. There's a pyramid in Indonesia. We was there in Indonesia. Whenever there's a step pyramid, we was there. African people. So I'm going to show you. King Noble's in the house. What's up, King Noble? Black supremacy to you too, brother. Oh, peace to King Noble. What's good? I got King Noble in the house. So, King Noble, I gotta go get at these Moors, man. They try to disrespect. I don't know if you agree with these clowns, but I gotta get at them. Peace to King Noble once again. But what I was saying, okay, let me show you the video where he talks about the pyramid that he never been. But he's saying that the pyramids back then, the pyramids in Mexico are the oldest pyramids, which is not true. How are you going to talk about something that you never been? You never been to Mexico, because you would have named it in your list, remember? So let's talk about it. Let's prove that. I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Okay, so he talks about the pyramids right here. Let me see. I try not to make this a long video, but here we go. He talks about the pyramids. Watch.
Despite the towering reputation of Egypt's Great Pyramids at Giza, the Americas actually continue.
Well, let me go back a little bit.
That's an insane stats right there.
Yeah, because it actually came then from, according to them, if it actually came from Africa, then why would there be more pyramids on this side than in Africa? That doesn't make sense to me.
So he was saying that if they, why would there be more pyramids on this side of the world than is in Africa? This is his logic. Again, this is based on belief. This is what I'm saying, y'all. These guys do not practice. They don't practice history. They don't practice science. is all belief. Now listen to what Sheldon said. Remember, he said he travels. You say he traveled, but you never been there. I have. And even they said these pyramids are not the oldest.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right. Pyramids in Latin America. South America. As I was reading. Despite the towering reputation of Egypt's Great Pyramids at Giza, the Americas actually contain more pyramid structures than the rest of the planet combined. Civilizations like the Olmec, Maya, Aztec, and we already know that the Aztecs, just a side note, we know that the Aztecs are the Mali, right? If you read Horace Butler's When Rocks Cry Out, which is a brother, you know, he breaks it all down. And also, if you read They Came Before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima, he's also a brother. He breaks that down too. So the civilizations like the Olmec, Mayan, Aztec, and Inca all built pyramids to house their deities, as well as to bury their kings. In many of their great city-states, temple pyramids formed the center of public life and were the site of holy rituals, including human sacrifice. All right, so let's see. Okay, so it's not, as far as I see, built pyramids around 1000 BC until the time of Spanish conquest. Okay, so it's not really going into Pyramid of the Sun. And we actually, brother Yusuf, we talked about Tehuti, which is Tahuti, right? Where like they were celebrating Tahuti on this side first before we went over there. So the Tehuti, we talked about the Tehuti here in Mexico. I'm just trying to see if they have they talk about pyramids being older.
You won't, and see, he's looking for it, trying to prove that those pyramids in Mexico are older because they're not older. That's why they didn't say it. You're not going to find it because it's not older. And watch how he's just going to give up. He's just going to give up because you can't find it. But you claim that you're a smart one, right?
On this side. Sun, Mayan pyramids.
The Mayan pyramids. I'm going to show that. I'm going to prove that.
Anyways, Aztec pyramids. To the south, Inca.
He's not going to find it.
Anyways, all that to say, if there's, in my opinion, if there's more pyramids on this side, that means it had to have started here.
See? You already said, he said, in my opinion, is a belief. In my opinion, well, since there's more pyramids, then they started over there first. This is the nonsense that he says. What I tell you, y'all, these guys are not scholars. So let me screen share some real information. Let me show you the real information. Let's do this. Because I'd rather show you than tell you. So let's get it in. This is elementary stuff. He should know better. This is something I learned early. So let's get it in. Let's get it in. The Mayan pyramids is only 3,000 years old. Only 3,000 years old. Okay? The oldest pyramids is Pyramid Djoser, Pyramid of Djoser, right? Or Saqqara, the Pyramid of Saqqara, and the King Djoser. It was made for King Djoser. Now I want you to read what it says here, and I'm going to show you. The Pyramid of Djoser is the first Egyptian pyramid, and despite claims, because anybody could claim, and this is what he's doing, he's claiming, of the older pyramids being found in recent years, it is the oldest confirmed pyramid in the what world? The pyramid was built for Djoser. He was a pharaoh, sometimes spelled Zoser, the first king of the 3rd dynasty of Egypt, by the architect Imhotep. Okay, this is facts, and I'm gonna show you more proof. I'm gonna show you more proof. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna show you more proof. Let me show you more proof. Hold on. Well, first I'm gonna talk about. Let's play Dr. Ben real quick. I'm gonna play Dr. Ben because he didn't play that part. He didn't play Dr. Ben. So let's play Dr. Ben real quick. Let's play Dr. Ben real quick. And he shows, let me see, that was in, let me find it. That was in, because I like to write stuff down, 1519. So let's do it. Here we go. So so Dr. Ben talks about Imhotep. Let's get it in. So I'm going to show you more.
By the Africans were the Greeks. When you heard of Homer, the first European to have written anything, you couldn't miss that. They said that Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. And that was not until 833 BC. The Africans had already, in 255,000 at the Tassili Mountain, they had the Siberian period, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the pre-dynastic period, all the way up. The Africans had produced men like this, Imhotep. The genius that designed the pyramid of Saqqara. The first man to be a physician that even Hippocrates, the so-called.
And he's going to show the Imhotep. He's going to show it.
Him credit and call him the god of medicine. The Greeks changed
his
name
true.
From Imhotep to Esculapius. There he is.
There it is. There he is. Shows it. And this is something that he didn't say. This is something. Let me get out of here.
As a matter of fact,
this is something that he felt. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me pause this. Let me get out of here. So this is something that he fails to show. But we're going to take it further. Let's take it further. I'm going to show you the 8 oldest pyramids that came out of Africa. Let's show that. Let's show the 8 oldest pyramids that came out of Africa. See, if my thing is, if you're going to teach, teach real information. Now he could go into the oldest.org and they show, I want people to look at this because right now I'm teaching, right? This is education. And as you can see, it says the oldest pyramids in the world, the 8 oldest pyramids in the world. And all of them came from Egypt, from Gaza, right? They show you the year it was built, BCE 240-90 BCE, still standing. That's the 8th one. But let's look at the older one, the first step pyramid by Imhotep. There it is. Still standing. And as you can see, I showed it right here, the Pyramid Djoser. Right here. Pyramid Djoser. It's the first Egyptian pyramid, despite claims of the older pyramids being found the recent. Same thing, just like I said. It's the oldest confirmed pyramid in the world. Right? And it says it was Imhotep. Okay? I want people to look at this now. And they can go in there and see for themselves. So the oldest pyramid came from Africa, came from Egypt, which it makes a lot of sense. Because if you're saying that ancient Kemet was the first civilization, of course, they're going to be the first ones that built the pyramid is going to be there first. Right? Look at this. And that's just 8 oldest. Way before Africans went to the continent called North America. And people can look this up themselves. So Sheldon, you can look this up yourself. This is the oldest. If you're watching the video, sir, this is proof. And once again, you're wrong again. And now I'm going to show the people that how Africa, the Africans went west. I'm going to show you that West Africans went to Mexico. Went to Mexico and set up the pyramids over there. I'm going to show you. Right? I'm going to show you. Here we go. Let me stop this. So here we go. This is way before Columbus. Now, before Columbus, this is global research. Before Columbus, how Africans, not Moors, not Africans, we was not already over there. Yes, we was the first that went over there. We was the first that so-called discovered it way before the red man even existed. But we not the original. All right? We didn't originate from North America. So how Africans brought civilization to America. And I highlighted. They said the great ancient civilization of Egypt and West Africa traveled to what? To Americas. I highlighted right there. And they even said how they contributed the early civilization by importing the art of the pyramid building. There you have it. There you have it. And I have another one, I think I do. Yes, I think I have another one. I think I have another one. Let me see. Hold on. I think I have another one. Yes, I do. There's a lot of research. So let's get it in. So let me get out of here real quick, and I'm going to show you another article. Like I said, Sheldon, if you're watching, I'm giving you sources so you can look over, my friend, because you're wrong. I don't know where you get your information from. You can't go by assumption. Get rid of that Moorish belief bullshit. This is real history. Stop looking at the numbers of pyramids. So, I don't know, but I'm going to show you another proof. Here we go. What do you have here? African civilization of ancient what? America. And I highlighted this one. Recent discoveries in the field of eugenics and other methods have shown without doubt that the ancient Olmecs of Mexico, and they showing you what type of people it was, and came originally, what's that word originally? From West Africa. I highlighted. They even show you the date. So again, let me blow this up. I want people to see this for themselves, because I don't want people to say it's not true. We was there first, yes, but we're not indigenous to that land. Stop saying that you're indigenous. Yes, we was there, but we originally come from Africa. West Africans went over there. The pyramid building went through Africa, from the east to the west. This is facts. So there's your source. I'm giving you sources. So that debunked what this guy's saying. that debunked what he's got this guy saying. So let me get out of here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna show you one more thing, and then we're gonna close out. So the bottom line is, he hasn't traveled to none of these places with the pyramids. He claimed that he went to Egypt, and it shows you that he didn't go to Egypt, because if he had went to Egypt, he would have known that the oldest pyramids came from Africa, and he would have known that he didn't go to Mexico, because he would have known that those pyramids are the youngest. Those are the latest pyramids. Those are the youngest pyramids. So that just shows you that he hasn't done his homework. So he can't comment on these things. Okay? And I want to play something else real quick. Let me see what else this guy said. Let me go back. So let me close out this. You know what? Let me keep that up there. I want to keep that, but I want to close out this real quick. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. I don't think I need this. Okay. So let me screen share this. Give me 1 second. Let me click on this one right here. So, okay. So let me go back to the screen. Let me see what else this guy said, because he showed another book to which, again, he failed. So I'm gonna screen share this real quick. Let's see what else kind of nonsense that he said. Okay.
Why would they have less pyramids? Why would you, in a place where the pyramids formed, why would you have less there and then you go somewhere else and you build more? To me, that doesn't really make sense. All right, so
and one thing I don't understand, he plays. So when he plays, one thing this is another guy he always quoting. Oh, well, Khalid Muhammad said we're Moors too. Khalid Muhammad was a Muslim. Khalid Muhammad got all his teachings from Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad got his teaching from what? A paleface. Wallace Fraud Muhammad. So you got to look at it that way. Of course, he's going to say that we're Moors. He's a Muslim. And that's great for Khalid Muhammad. Khalid Muhammad want to call him a Moor, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. That's on him. That's not on me. Because he said he was a Moor, that don't make me a Moor. I'm West African. I'm not Northern African. You might want to bring that up to Northern Africans. I'm from West Africa. We don't say that we Moors. So this is something that he's another guy that he always bring up. So I wanted to bring up something else. There was something else that he brought up. Okay. Okay, this is another book that he said. Now I want you to listen to what he says.
Studies. We use that land, especially the middle and the southern, as a storage for like the wild animals.
And oh yeah, by the way, they said anything with a red flag is their flag. They say even a Confederate flag is their flag. They even said the Confederate flag is their flag. This is in this video. That's what they said. If you want to, because this guy, he's always showing all these different flags. They confuse what flag they worship. But I already showed you the flag in Morocco that was created by a paleface. But they say anything with a red flag is their flag. And even the Confederate flag is their flag. That's what they said in this video.
Okay. That's interesting.
Actually, just to add on to what you're saying, this book right here, camera again. This book right here.
Oh yeah.
This book right here, and so this is for another book for Brother Nollywood to read actually before he starts talking about stuff.
And Brother Bakari, because he's in there too.
And Brother Bakari too.
Playing like he's not an internet gangster and all this. I'm not gonna push the link because you call me out my name. You guys been calling Moors out their name forever, telling Moors that they're black or whatever.
You heard that, right? You heard what he said, right? He said you've been calling Moors out their name forever, calling Moors black. Remember, he said black is derogatory, but you buy books. You buy books like Dr. Ben and all these other scholars that use the word black throughout the whole book. You even play Dr. Ben. And Dr. Ben stay using the word black, but you're not offended. How is that possible? How is that possible that you're not offended when you had Dr. Ben, Dr. Diop, Dr. Sternemer? How are you not offended when these brothers use the word black and African? Because y'all don't like to use African. And even Marcus Garvey said your nationality is African. Just like Brother Bakari said. He said, if you ask anybody in America, they said, what is your nationality? They said, well, I'm an American. They claiming a whole continent. Even though that you have Canada, United States, and you have Mexico. You have Canada of America, you have United States of America, and you have Mexico of America. That's within the same continent. Right? But if you ask anybody in the United States, the first thing they're going to say is, I'm an American. They claiming a whole continent. So I heard one jackass told me, you know, you can't be the whole continent. Why not? Y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. You even called Morocco, the whole North America, Morocco. You claiming the whole continent. It's the same shit. But let's goes on. So Moorland, the moron land, you know, he's mad because, oh, you disrespected because you call us black, but you buy books that say black people. And I know you're not going to buy the book called Blacks in Science because it's offensive, right? It's derogatory. But you sit there and you called me the N-word, Nigger, the same word that got our people lynched. The same word that put us in slavery. This is what you said. So let me continue this.
Oh, so he's in the chat right now?
Yeah, they're in the chat. They're not pushing the link. Bunch of bitches.
Okay. But see, that's the thing. I wrote on his page.
You see how nasty it is? Oh, they're a bunch of bitches. Why you coming at me like I said? You either you owe me an apology, or you could take that Moorish science bullshit and stick it up your ass, or stick it up in your mother's ass. I should say that. Stick it up your mother's ass. Take that Moorish bar garbage somewhere else. Don't you ever in your life come at me with no more. If you're not gonna come at me with some real truth and some history and some real science, don't come at me with that. Don't come at me with no belief. Sheldon, the whole time, and I just exposed you. You're going to sit there and lie. Talking about the oldest pyramids came from Latin America.
Like, bring me on your show and I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this book, it's not written by a European. It's written by a brother, Horace Butler. And he proves in this book, and this is why when you look at this, when you read this book and then you start...
Now I want you to listen to what he just said. He just contradicted himself. Listen to what he said. He's going to contradict himself. Watch this. Watch.
Start reading other documentation. It all kind of ties in. This book proves that Egypt was first in the Americas. And he talks about it. You can even look at...
Now, he said Egypt was first in America. And didn't I show that? Didn't I show that? Hold up. Let me show that how they brought the Egypt traditions and skills over into America. That's the West African people, because Egypt went through all out Africa. So let me show that again, because obviously he's confused because he's trying to say something else. So let me prove him wrong again, because I want people to see this. And you notice he's not on the chat. He's not on the chat. Where you at, Sheldon? Where you at? So let me screen this, because I want to show the people again how stupid this dude is. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can blow this up again. Now, what did that say? That the great ancient civilization of Egypt and West Africa traveled to the Americas. Egypt civilization went through all that knowledge went through all out Africa. The pyramids was the first that was built in Egypt in ancient Kemet, and the pyramids went through all out. So they went through all out to Africa, and the West Africans went to Americas. I said it right here. Yes, we was the first that landed in America, but we did not originate it over there. So that you cannot say that you're Aboriginal. I mean, if you want to call yourself an Aboriginal, saying that you was first ones traveled over there, fine. But say that you're African. Say that we're African people. Matter of fact, say that you're West African. Because the West Africans took that knowledge that they got from Egypt and they spread all over the world with it. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. And here you see it. They said African American history did not start with slavery in the New World. Of course not. You have it right here. So let me get out of here. So I don't know what he was trying to say. I don't know what he was trying to do. But he showed this book. This is the second book that he shows. This is the second book. He only showed 2 books. As you can see, he only showed 2 books. And in my last video, I only showed 2 books. But that was to rebuttal to Canaanland Moor, because he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Okay? So I'm not going to make this a long video. But I will say this, that these Moors is based everything on belief. And that's what they based everything on, just a belief. Like when Brother Bakari said how they said it was an underworld called Atlantis. Atlantis is some Greek mythology bullshit. This is what they say. This is what they believe. So again, I want to show the people that our nationality, our real nationality, is African. I prove it to you. These guys are wrong. That's the reason why they came at me. And I'm going to show this one more time, how dirty and nasty these Moors are. Let me go and show this one more time before I go. And I'm going to end it with the Coon song again. I'm going to end the song with the Coon song. So here we go. I'm gonna screen share this again, because I want people to see how nasty this demon is. This demon. This is what Canaanland Moor says to me. Now, if you follow this dude, I don't know what to say. But Sheldon, let me tell you something. I understand that you wanted to build with me. But you and your man owes me an apology. A public apology. If you can't do that, you can take that more shit, just like I told you, man, and stick it up your ass or stick it up your mama's ass. You don't like what I said? Fuck you. Move on with your life. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. I'm not mad at you. You want to be a horse? Be a horse. You want to be a donkey? You want to be a trans, whatever? Be whatever you want to be. Again, as far as history is concerned, I can't be a Moor because my people come from West Africa. I'm West African. My mother side is from Sierra Leone, and my father's side is from Angola. I come from the same tribe that Queen Anna Zinga's from. That's facts. Okay? But my nationality is Africa, and I want to bring African people. And yes, there's nothing wrong claiming a continent, just like everybody else claimed their continents. But I cannot work with people like this. This is not building. This is a pure hate. And how he called me out my name, called me Niggr, just like the colonizers. But you buy their books. You buy their books. So Sheldon, I'm just letting you know now that you want to build with me, you owe me an apology, a public apology, and I want to see it. And your bitch ass man better owe me one too. Other than that, you do you. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna make no more videos about this no more. And I just debunked everything that you said, because you claimed that you traveled and you didn't travel nowhere. So again, you need to get your scholarship up a little bit, yo. You really need to get your scholarship up, yo. I'm telling you, get your scholarship up. All right? If it's not about real scholarship, I don't want to deal with you. Okay? So I'm going to end this with this clown. And I'm going to play this Coon song just for you, Canaanland, Mr. Cujo L. Just the Cujo L. He got a Cujo. Remember that movie Cujo with the dog? That's you. Look at this dude. Look at this dude hat, son. Looking like a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket. That's what he got on his head. Look at that, a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket, yo. You got jokes? I got jokes too. You from Trinidad, dude. You from Trinidad. Trying to act like you know what I'm saying? Yo, you come on, Dan. You trying to make Marky of Marcus Garvey? You wish you was Marcus Garvey, dude. The fuck out of here. Yo. So I want to say thanks to the chat. Y'all was very active. Thank you so much. So I wanted to I have no idea what Moor's land is. I don't know what that is. Yo, you all right? Walking to the fourth planet. I don't know what Moor's land is. That's a mystery. Yes, you're right. Hell, the whole planet was, yeah, I agree. I agree. At one time, yeah. Yeah. You know. But what Sheldon is trying to say is that, remember, he claimed that we are too stupid and dumb to name our own country. I'm sorry, not country, to name our own continent. That's what Sheldon was trying to say. We are too stupid and dumb to name our own land. Okay? So I just want to say thanks to the chat. Just press the thumbs up button. You know, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. But I'm going to end it with the Coon song again. I like this song. I really do like this song. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Let me go get my song. Let me go get my song. Let me go get my song. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Oh no. Can't believe don't have my song here. I gotta get that song, man. Where's my song at? Where's my song at? Here, let me see. Where's my song at? Where's my song at? I know I have it. Oh, you know what? Let me go to my history. Where's my song at? Oh shoot. Where's my song? I can't believe I deleted my song. Okay, give me 1 second. I have it. I don't know what. Come on, man. I know I have it in my thing. I gotta get my song out. I know I have it in my favorites. Oh. Okay. All right, let me see. I gotta type it in. I gotta end it off with my Coon song. I have my song, man. Okay. Okay, I think here it is. Here's my song. I just want to end it off with this. And again, thanks to the chat. Thank you. Thanks for the audience. But I'm going to end it off with this. Here we go. This is for you, Canaanland Moor.
Always coming for you. Look at the cool. Look at the cool. Always coming for you. We got gray soldiers driving up and down the street, looking for a picnic today. Will it be you that gets pulled over for a broken down light? And then it blown out your brains, and then think of the cruise. Yeah, look at the cruise. Wow, we're living the system of a white supremacy. Look at the cruise. Look at the cruise. Look at the cool. Look at the cool. We got buckets and samples with the top dancing shoes. Dancing for the biscuit brigade. Skinning and grinning, thinking and raving, breaking out the window. They say you ain't got no shame, it's coming through. Ooh, look at the cool. Wow, because we're living under the system of a Because the cool trade is coming, it's never late. You gotta watch your back, watch the people you hang around. Cause they'll throw them on TV, put a camera in their face. As long as they say that it's not about race, it's gonna cool. Yo, look at the cool. Always cool. Look at the cool.
Peace, y'all.